We had a big year ahead of us. Everyone was expecting us to succeed, including myself. As a senior, I wanted this season to be perfect. The 2009-2010 Hanover Park Hornets had a lot to prove. Minicamp started in August. Every day the weather was in the high 90s and every drill was brutal. All I kept thinking about was the feeling of being on the sideline the year before. Injuries had kept me out of the game for the past 2 years, but not this year. This year it was my turn. I worked hard every day in practice and fought for my spot as the starting quarterback. As the first game approached, it looked like I would be the #1 guy. The night before the first game, I was incredibly nervous. It was my first game as a starter, and I had no idea what to expect. My parents, friends, girlfriend, and peers would all be watching my every move out on the field. As the game began, I quickly learned that there was no time for being nervous. In fact, there was little time for anything. Everything moved so fast that all I had time to do was react. We marched down the field on our first 3 drives and quickly jumped out to a 20-0 lead. On our 4th drive, the first play, I took the ball to the left and ran 75 yards down to the opponent's 2-yard line. However, we were unable to score and the momentum quickly shifted as we headed to halftime. When I was tackled, I felt a strong strain in my right shoulder. It turns out that I separated my shoulder, but there was no time for me to be hurt. I had a game to win. So I ignored the pain and kept playing. The injury took its toll, and before I knew it, we found ourselves down by a touchdown. Newton was up 25-20, and we had the ball. I knew I had to put the pain aside for one drive. There was 4 minutes left in the game, and I threw the ball downfield to our receiver, and it was a huge first play. After a couple more passes and runs, we ended up in the end zone, back in the lead 27-25. After an interception thrown by their quarterback, the game was over. I took a knee and celebrated with my teammates. The feeling after that day could not be matched. I felt invincible. Looking back, my first football game was both a terrifying and exhilarating experience for me. It helped me mature as both an athlete and a person because I dealt with the adversity of the shoulder injury and overcame it to achieve victory. Like Plato's allegory of the cave, I could not let the intensity of the task at hand keep me from my ultimate goal. I knew what had to be done, and I was not going to let any obstacle hold me back. I felt like I was the prisoner in the cave, searching for a way out to see what victory feels like.